So start by removing the turbocharger inlet ducting. So there's also a connection here. Now I'm not actually sure what this electrical connector is, but I did see some reports that it possibly might be a moisture sensor. But I tried looking it up and couldn't actually find anything about that sensor on the internet. But anyway, so we disconnect that, and then using a 7mm socket, we'll just pop these Jubilee clips off. So there's one there on the air filter housing, and then one that's leading into the turbo itself. Now we've also got the black pipe there going to the top of the cam cover. So that's presumably like a breather hose there. So just pop that off. And then we are. So that's what that all looks like. We'll pop that to one side. And we can now remove the air filter inlet ducting. So we need 10mm sockets for the one screw holding that on. I'm not sure if mine was damaged because, as you can see, it just fell out. So it may not actually just normally fall out. Best check that. So on to removing the throttle housing inlet intermediate pipe and ducting. So again, I seem to be missing a 10mm screw there. So you may need to remove that. And again, we've got a connection on the top there, which is for the air pressure and temperature of the air entering the throttle body. So just disconnect that. And then it's an 8mm socket for the Jubilee clip. It's gone up slightly from the other side, which was 7. And a 10mm socket for the securing screw. So we can just remove this. This is actually really quite tight. Had a little bit of a fight there to get that out. Didn't want to come out. Okay. So that's our next piece of ducting removed. There's that sensor. Okay, so let's remove the pipe now that's leading into the actual throttle body, and that's 8mm socket as well. It looks like there's a little bit of oil in there. So whether the turbo might have been leaking a small amount of oil, I'm not sure. Okay, and pop that to one side. And now we can remove the air filter housing itself. So you don't need to open this up, but I'm just going to open it up so we can have a look at the filter. And that's a Torx 25 for the 4 self-tapping screws. Again, one of my screws is missing. So there we are, that's what the air filter looks like. So just out of interest, fairly clean. And then we go back to our Torx 25 now for what appears to be a single self-tapping screw that's holding the bottom of the air filter housing in place. And then that just pops off some like rubber grommets there. Seems to be 3 rubber grommets. And that's what that looks like. So we can now see the inlet manifold, which is where we're trying to get to. Okay, so next is to disconnect the oil breather pipe, the air pressure sensor and the purge canister pipe. So for this we just need to pinch that, pull that oil breather off, like so. And then we've got the air pressure sensor, which we need to carefully unclip, like so. I'm trying to show the colours of the cables there, of the wires going to these sensors, just in case people ever need to know. And then we can remove the oil breather pipe at the bottom of the inlet manifold, like so. And then there's another pipe above that, which I think goes to an electro valve, purge canister pipe. Okay, so that's those out of the way. So as you can see, that pipe's connected to there, just showing that, where it leads to. Okay, and now we can go on to removing the inlet manifold itself. So this is 10mm socket for the single screw that's on the throttle body to a metal bracket there. And underneath there's actually 3 screws, self-tapping screws, which you need an 8mm socket for. I only saw 2 of the screws, but there's actually 3. Actually, you can see the one I missed just behind there in the photo then. So this was the second one I did, but I missed that other one. But they're very awkward to actually get to, so I'm not sure if there's much of an advantage actually to removing this metal bracket. There didn't seem to be any advantage. It's just that the Peugeot manual said to do so. I'll just drop that. So that disappeared down there. Go and get our little magnetic finder. There it is. And that's what that screw looks like. So they're all self-tappers. And then we can use a 13mm socket for the 5 manifold securing nuts. There's a photo there to show you how to retighten this manifold when the time comes. That photo will also be at the end of the video as well, in a bit larger form. So we just break those loose. And then we'll unwind those 5 nuts, like so. I only put them there so that people can actually see the actual nuts. Logically, you would put them into a magnetic tray. But I try and show everything in the videos so that people can see everything. Okay, so that's those 5 out. So the manifold should be now free to come away. Now what we've also got is a connection going to the throttle body. So you don't want to be too rough with anything at this point, because we have still got some things connected. So we've got this pipe there. We'll remove this pipe, the oil breather one, out of the way. That's what that looks like. And then we've got what appears to be like a valve, electro valve there. That's on a rubber mounting. Just pull that off. And there's that all-important cable to the throttle body. So you definitely don't want to damage that. I wouldn't want to try and get to any of this stuff with the engine actually in the car. I mean, that would be quite a game. There's quite a lot going on here. I was quite surprised at how many pipes are on the back of this engine, which would be near impossible to actually get to if that was right up against the bulkhead. Okay, so we just pulled off that valve now. So the inlet manifold is free. So there's the metal bracket, and you can see I missed one of the screws. So I'm just going to put those screws back in now. I'm not sure why the Peugeot manual said to remove the screws for that bracket. So we'll just get that back on. This also gives the opportunity of showing what the inlet manifold looks like. So there we are. Again, there's always photos at the end of the video showing lots of detailed images of how I remove the stuff from the engine. But there we go. So that's the manifold off the car. And that's what it looks like with the throttle body still attached. Right. So here's some torque and other information that you can pause. And as always, the reference photographs, which you can pause again to view for longer. So you've been watching how to remove the inlet manifold on the Peugeot EP6 or THP150. And thank you for watching and supporting my channel. Please like and subscribe. And this video was filmed and edited by me, Mark Savage, in December 2023. I can also be found on Instagram, Facebook and X as Goats and Gators.